Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Trigger Acid Darling. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know the drill. Comment down below, let me know. Gang. Oh my god. I have to be very honest. I have been missing. I'll try to come back. I would go back. It's just been a lot. This particular year, for those of you that do not know or haven't checked out, check out my second channel, Acid Darling Vlogs. That's where I talk about the whole Canadian journey and all of that. But I would say this year, I use this year to focus on making sure that my son is very settled, because this month he'll be 1 year here in Canada and it's a lot. This particular video, we're going to be talking about JAPADA. My honest experience having lived in Canada for 2 years. The reason I'm doing this video on this particular channel is because this was the channel where I did the video talking about having to move to Canada, even if it's for my son. Remember the NSAS? Remember how we felt? If you haven't watched, I will try by the grace of God to link those particular videos, because honestly, before NSAS, Canada story was just, by the way, here and there, calm and all. So on this particular channel, we're just going to be discussing my life updates. Do I think people should still move to Canada or move abroad? What is my experience? Understand, for those of you that are new, or maybe this is your first video, Acid does not give advice. We are not related. We are not in a relationship. So there's nothing I'm going to say here that is advice. Don't do it. In fact, just listen to it as gist. Pick what you need to pick if it affects you, if you want to. Okay? I do not bear any responsibility. Now, let's start from the beginning. NSAS happened, and one of the things that changed it for me was seeing how easily, when it seemed like Nigeria was burning, I was seeing people's families kind of carry their children and just go to the airports on their second passports, and everybody was just, oh my god. There was I think when they went to, was it Tinubu's radio station, somebody got a tape or something about a lady instructing her daughter to get her US passport, because she's get your passport and get to the airport, fly out and all of that. So in my head, that was the period of, getting a second passport is it's not negotiable if you're going to survive Nigeria, if you're going to thrive, especially for yourself. I won't say coming abroad was for the kid. I'm not the kind of person that will lie and say I'm doing it only for my child. No, I also have a stake in it, and I know the kind of sacrifice that it entails for me to be able to come here. That being said, I moved here in 2023, and I would say part of why I kind of broke down this year was, I don't know if it's survivor's remorse. The moment I heard Buhari died, I was just confused. I don't feel like death was enough punishment for Buhari. And I'm being very honest. I see, if you want to be sad, that's why I said this is my opinion. I don't think death was enough punishment. I didn't feel there was no rejoicing. When I didn't die, I guess some people were happy that he finally died. It wasn't a victorious moment for me, because I left that country. CBN was still giving this thing, dollar, that their dollar that they give for study and the rest of it, I think from A or so, for 333 naira. When I left Nigeria, not too long ago, the painful part is that I saw it unfold. I was even paying black market 460 something. I didn't think it was that bad. I was like, yeah, let me just pay, easy for me. Let me just, right now, maybe 1.2 or 1.50. Look at the difference. It means that if I didn't leave that time, right now I might not be able to live as easily the way I left that time. It was our set, the set of 2018 to 2023 were the easy set to live, because right now things have kind of changed. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So that was the first one. This year is the only year I'm not going back to Nigeria, and I keep saying it. People will be like, is it that deep? Must you go every year? Actually, yes. I actually wanted to be going every year, not just because I had any major thing to do. I go back to Nigeria for my checkup, go back to Nigeria for dental work, I go back to Nigeria for food, just go back to Nigeria to recharge. I felt like at a point, Nigeria became my high. when I get frustrated, when I get tired, like the answer is just go back home. I have never had it in me to want to travel to UK, to want to go to Mexico. You know me, everybody in Canada is going to Mexico, Punta Cana, this one, that one. I've never thought of like anything that will make me reach airport. Just know deep down that is Port Harcourt that I'm going to. Like that's me. And then I get it because a lot of people say, oh, because you people have JAPAD, what is the experience? Allow us come. Let me land. Right now, the way Nigeria is, because people feel like people abroad cannot understand. Let me explain. Even if you're abroad and you're watching this, I can't afford Nigeria. The Nigeria I'm seeing now, unless it's social media, I don't think I can afford it. The kind of life we live here is not like, me personally, I don't like debt because I don't know how to calculate all that nonsense. So let me pay what I can pay. I don't want to owe you, don't owe me. Credit score would balance itself. I'm not planning to buy any big purchase that I need. Fantastic. I will not owe. That's my own. So large debt is not something I want to owe. However, when we look at Nigeria, if you see somebody driving G-Wagon, you know it's 100% too. Or you see somebody buying this, you know they fully. When you look at even the clothing, like people are wearing maybe Vicky James, or maybe you're wearing Wanifuga, those outfits, I checked them online. Oh my God, singlet is like 160,000 for tank top. I'm like, I was telling a friend of mine, we're discussing it. It's a major thing. I said, babe, we can't afford Nigeria right now. Imagine the same Nigeria that was able to afford Canada comfortably. Right now, you're saying, Buhari has died. It's almost like, okay, Pharaoh has died. We can't just go back into Israel. We can't just, like, what do you want us to do? I'm going to be very honest. That's my own experience. This is 2 years in. I'm not fully settled, but I will not be ungrateful to say things have not been things have been so terrible. No. I will not be ungrateful to say that. I am not fully there in terms of settlement, and it's understandable. It's just been 2 years. 1 whole year of those 2 years, like I was actively in school and all of that. So I'm not putting that much pressure on myself. For that one. If I'm going to come back, like JAPADA, shout out to all our amazing people that are doing JAPADA. See, anytime I watch JAPADA video, it's almost like I should cry. I know that for some, like it's just visit or maybe holidays or something, but just the ability to make that trip, because the truth is, by this time last year, I was actually in Nigeria, and that was when I was planning to come back with my car and all of that. It's just crazy. The next question I wrote here, am I going to come back? That's the plan. Like, it's not out of place for me personally. For those of you that watch my other channel, I've been saying it. It's not like, the thing about saying something, like when I started talking about moving to Canada, I used to always say it. But the thing with people is, a lot of people hide what they want to do next to the point where people don't guess. You get that kind of thing. Like for me, it's like reverse psychology. I always say it, so you don't even believe that I want to do it. So I kept saying, I'm going to Canada. The day I went to Canada, people were like, oh my God, you went. I'm like, I've been saying it. So yes, I believe that it's part of the plan to move back. Somebody had asked about raising kids. I've always said it here. It depends on your child. I mean, we don't have the same kids. However, I find that you should be able to balance the education. I will not tell you what to do. However, if you know that it's going to be difficult for you, take a decision based on your own family. A man just recently carried his family back. His wife came for school. She has not even finished her program. There are 2 boys, I think 2 boys, 3 boys that they have to go to school. They started becoming a nuisance in less than how many months. The man just came, pack everybody, even the wife. The wife was so upset because the school self, she didn't finish. He said everybody should start going back. They are in Nigeria now. Is it like all of us, if we want to discuss, we'll be like, oh my God, sir, because of the money you've spent, maybe your wife should stay back and the boy should be. The man did what is best for his family. That's why I say, even because I set ring lights doesn't mean that everything I'm telling you will be best for your family. Because if I was to advise, maybe it's still the same line. Maybe allow your wife, maybe just go back with the boys, but he carried everybody back. Maybe he's busy and he can't just leave them. Maybe they go back to Nigeria and they become something else. So with raising kids, I would say balance it. If you're raising boys, it's not easy. It's not easy. That's all I can say. If you're raising boys, it's not easy. You have to put your two legs down, put hand down, put everything down. If you notice anything, I get that it's easier for those of us that have Nigeria still in our eye and in our vision to say carry them back. But understand that not everybody that is coming for this JAPA waka is thinking of Nigeria ever again. Like some people have left Nigeria with that finality. So it's more difficult when I get those emails like people saying, oh, Asi, what do you think about this? If I understand that from your family situation, people have left Nigeria with finality, it will be tough for me to tell you carry the boy back if he's misbehaving. Yes, kids in Nigeria misbehave, but the truth is, you know what's best for your child. You know what's best in terms of let it not be that the child is going to school now and feels like your discipline is too much because every other person is lawless. But by the time they go to a place where maybe the setting is that everybody has discipline, there's a lady on Instagram, I think her son did something and was suspended from school. She immediately sent him to Nigeria. He's not even of secondary school age. He's schooling in Nigeria now. The boy has acclimatized. He has seen first, they told him to cut his hair. Humility has come on him. He's not even taking it like punishment. He sees that this is for his good and he's beginning to enjoy it. Don't trick your children. My next point here, don't trick your children. That trick, let's go and visit and then you abandon them in Nigeria. Let's not do that. That's ancient. That doesn't work. I always tell my son, Oha, you are going back. So he knows. And he knows that his mother doesn't treat Nigeria like punishment. If not for, say, a day here, I for don't leave herself go. Do you get that kind of thing? So in my house, Nigeria is not punishment. Nigeria is like, we are going back. That's your home. You get that kind of thing. So if you are to explain it to a child that you want to send back, please explain it in such a way that the child is able to embrace Nigeria with a good light. Like they know that, oh, this place is so amazing. I look forward to going back and all of that. That would be my advice. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. 2 years update. Who do I think should JAPA? If you are ready to work hard, there are certain provinces where it might be tough for you, not be seeing each other like every time, but you work. There are provinces where the both of you can actually go there. If you're here in Alberta, if you go to live in maybe Fort McMurray, let's say Fort Saskatchewan, let's say Grand Pierre, up north, there are oil jobs. So if your husband is probably working in a ship, working in oil and gas, those areas, if you're ready to work like on the field, it gets cold, it gets very cold, biting cold, but you will see work. And those jobs pay like 35-30 per hour. So they pay really well. If you're ready to do the work, it's fine. There are people that are comfortable to the point where telling them that they should JAPA is weird. So they are not really at that point. And maybe the husband wants to stay back. The wife is coming with maybe 5 children. You might be working for like your profit is in the negative because you're changing naira to dollars, and then your wife cannot work because she's handling 5 children, and then your kids, like how many eyes does she have? You now have to think of many things. So I personally believe that it's not a journey for everybody. However, I feel like if you must do it, maybe you can give yourself target and say, okay, why don't we go for 10 years? Or why don't we go for 5 years? Why don't we go for this number of years? 10 years is more realistic. Why? Because you can say, okay, if we do 10 years, this is our plan. If we are going to come back, this is how much capital we need. This is where we are going to invest the capital. In the next 10 years, we are going to be so age and so age. In the next, for me personally, that's the method I use, and that's why I am suggesting it. Remember, it's not advice. I know the age where I would get my passport, and when I get my passport, I need to think of what next to do, because right now, especially those of us in our 30s, mid-30s or late 30s, remember, we are not going to be strong forever. You cannot work forever. It's still okay for you to go to school, even in your 40s, in your 50s. If you want to go back to school, it's still very much okay. Many of us were looking at our kids, making sure, okay, at what age will the kids be settled? The moment you settle that, be also settling yourself, so that if you need to go back and do nursing, if you need to go back and do engineering, if you need to go back and do law, whatever, but make sure you study something that you can make money from. And then, since we are abroad, you already know that this place is hard, but give yourself targets. In the next so and so years, inconvenience yourself a little bit, reduce your expense and start saving, start reinvesting so that you can retire and still have strength. You don't have to, everybody wants to wait till when I'm very old and gray, I will go back to Nigeria. When I'm very old and this, like, I don't know. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I believe that for that one, if you can balance it in such a way that you have a target and also you know how to, spend, I feel like having a vision kind of gingers you today. When things get tough, you just know that, okay, no wahala, we still know, say we still have some years. Let's just keep gathering money. If you're going to go back and maybe you're from the south or you're from the east and you just have like, what's that thing? You want to get a big farm, like a big farm, you want to start growing crops, you want to start maybe a greenhouse, you want to bring in something that you feel like they have not been doing in Nigeria, make money, plant bell peppers and all these, exotic vegetables that people think don't grow in Nigeria and all of that. There are many innovations that us coming to, the Western world, we are picking up. But for those of you that need to go back or think you should go back, I feel like you shouldn't just go back. The way Nigeria right now is, you have to be in certain sectors to make money and you have to be patient. Life is a game of patience. Even here, be patient. There are people that have been here. Those of you that have been here 10 years and somebody comes in 2 years and is launching house and car, don't be in a hurry. You understand? Don't even feel sad and don't even knock your journey because of that. We are all running different races. You understand? Even you that you're here 2 years and you've overachieved, remember not to look down on the person that is there for 10 years or 9 years because that person might be saving and investing for a different journey. The moment you feel like you're in a race and you're first because you're the one running, you're the only person doing track. Maybe everybody in life is doing, or all your friends are in different races. Maybe one is in high jump. They've jumped once. You're still running speed. Another person is in short put, another person is in javelin. This is just like an analogy to tell you that not everybody's running down your track and field. Many people are doing different things. At the end of the day, Olympic gold is Olympic gold. You can get Olympic gold for high jump. You can get for javelin. You can get for track. You can get... Jump is just one jump, gold. Track, you run, still gold. Short put, you you throw, gold. So different styles, different pressure levels, different everything, but at the end of the day we are working towards gold. Okay, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I know that in this period my voice is just on edge. That's why I'm trying to manage it and talk. Hopefully I'll be doing more of these videos. I have missed you people so much. I just needed time off social media, to properly restructure. This is the longest I've gone without doing like proper videos here and there. Please forgive me. Massive restructuring. I'm looking to arrange many things, but at the forefront of my whole existence is Micah. Luckily, he's having a fantastic time. Everything is good. For kids, I would say, like I said, know your child. Right now, he's doing very well. He doesn't stress me. He still knows his mother. And the goal has always been the same. Secondary school, we are going. So right now we're still looking at it. Many people have asked. I have some parents that were in different groups where they're talking about what do you think for high school and this and that. Like I said, it's per head. All of us some people like forming best in parenting. I'm not one of them. We're all learning this thing. We're all winging it. For me, this is the first time I'm being a mom, so I'm winging it. I don't know what's the best, but I would make the best decision based on my instincts, based on my heart. I will also join prayer. I will join Holy Spirit. I will join everything because my own life, I can play games. But when it comes to the child I have, he did not ask to be here. Do you get that kind of thing? You have to be more focused in, the involvement. It gets to a certain age where he has to make his own decision. But right now, he can't make those decisions. So for parents that are looking to JAPA with kids, I believe that there are certain value systems that you should have and you should have impacted in their lives before you do that. For those of you that are here, that you really, really want to go back, I want to encourage you. Just hold on a bit. If maybe you're just sad, you really feel like you should go back, I get it. sometimes it's like that. Nigeria has changed though. I will not lie to you. Nigeria has really changed. Make sure that you get a proper source of income that is able to sustain you, at least in dollars. If you can get remote job, digital marketing job, a job that you earn in dollars, you will settle in Nigeria better and faster that way than for you to just go to Nigeria without a source of income. It's going to be a lot tougher. And if you're already close to getting your passport, or you already have your passport, that makes sense. You know, most times when you hear JAPADA, it should be with that level. You get, if you don't hold documents, it's easy. That way you can always come back. Okay, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope this video wasn't boring. Hope you understood my my updates. God has been faithful, I won't lie. For those of you that have watched my other channel, you know that my story is just a story of God being over faithful, like every step of the way, every step. Some things I tell people and they're like, Jesus, Asi, are you being serious? Like, this is just the hand of God. That's my story. And I do not take it for granted. I still try to pray. I still try to put in the work and everything. And that's what I would encourage each and every one of us to do. May God help us all. Those of you that are in Nigeria looking to move to the West, you know that I'm not the one to tell you to come or not to come. Things are a bit tough now. Yes, but if you still want to come, look into it. Okay, look into it. You can come. There's space, but settle your mind and be ready to work. This is a new life. You're literally starting life all over. Settle your mind and be ready to work. You might be very lucky to get like the best job just 2 weeks or 1 week after landing, and just start working, making good money. Still, do not forget the road that leads you home. Make sure your children don't, so that if, for instance, you need to ever send them back for one reason or the other, maybe you're going to a different country that is going to pay you a lot more, but you're not okay with raising your children in that country, they know that you still love them when you send them back to Nigeria, because people have made Nigeria look like hellfire. So your kids feel unloved if you ever need to send them to Nigeria. So that's what we want to debunk. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about this whole JAPA thing? I feel like I don't know how else to express my feelings, I would say, but this is just it. God has been faithful. We are counting down little by little. Everything that God has promised us, we are getting it. We are seeing it come to fruition. And I'm just so happy. I am just so happy. I thank the Lord God Almighty. So thank you so much for watching. I'm your girl, Asi Darling. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you just JAPA? Have you JAPA'd? Or are you thinking to JAPA? Do you have anyone that is experiencing any of the things I just discussed? Maybe confused about wanting to come back to, go back to Nigeria, confused about leaving Nigeria to come to the West? Let us discuss in the comment section. This is just an open space, vulnerable space for people to share. Like, I really want to come to Canada, but I'm scared to leave my job. Or I really want to go back to Nigeria, but I'm scared I will no longer be, getting as much money and all of that. People choose their mental health over money. People choose different things. People choose money over their mental health. At the end of the day, we all have a choice to make. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching once again. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.